everybody, this is Jennifer Seger and you are watching the Seger Stories. If you are new to my channel, I am coming to you from Disney World on day 5 of my husband Nate and I land and sea trip. So we have been in the Disney parks for 5 days and tomorrow we are actually getting on a Disney cruise. So welcome if you are new here. If you have been here for the last 4 days, I want to tell you that day 5 is officially the tired day. This is the first morning that we struggled getting up. I can see the puffiness on my face, the dark circles under my eyes. I'm on my 2nd dose of Tylenol, woke up in the night with some feet and legs hurting. So we have been doing quite a bit here in the parks and it has been tiring, yes, but nothing but magical. So we are excited to have everyone along with us for day 5. We are hitting up the Magic Kingdom today, and then this evening we do have a dinner reservation over in Epcot. So welcome to Disney World. It's a dream come true for you and me, so there's a great big beautiful tomorrow. We made it into the parks. We are at Gaston's Tavern for a ooey gooey yummy cinnamon roll, and of course got extra icing on the side. And then we also got a LeFou brew, so we're gonna be nice and sugared up by the time we're done with this meal. This is just an adorable restaurant. I was really wanting to come over here. I love a good theme, and the theming here is really, really, really cute. Yeah, we're about to head out. What do you think? Okay, sounds good. You're like really thinking about it.
I don't know what even flavor that is.
It's like apple, but it's got a hint of marshmallow or something in it. It tastes really different. It tastes way different than I thought it would. Okay, we just finished up breakfast, and Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid is a walk-on because the parks are just opening right now, and it was right next door. We decided to stick around Fantasyland and ride a few things, starting with Ariel and Friends.
I wanna see you dancing on a boat. I'm in your fits, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down the, what's that word again? Street.
Okay, that was super cute. That was actually the first Disney movie I remember seeing in theater, so super special. We're gonna stick around Fantasyland and see what else we can find, starting with Winnie the Pooh. And can I just say, how cute is this queue? It is set up like a little storybook, and there's little play areas and gophers.
The East Wind traded
If you ask me, he'll never reach that green.
Winnie the Pooh was pretty cute. We spent some time in Fantasyland and rode the carousel, and now we've made our way over to Tomorrowland. We're going to try to catch Carousel Progress because there's not really a line for that right now, and then maybe get on the People Mover all before lunch.
Yeah, it looks like the Robins are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day today. What year is it? Oh, right around the turn of the century. Believe me, things couldn't be any better than they are today. Yes, sir, buildings are towering now as high as 20 stories. Moving pictures flicker up on a big screen. We have almost 8,000 automobiles in this country, and we can travel by train from New York to California in less than 7 days.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away. Well, it's another Halloween here in the fabulous 40s. Everything is better than ever now.
And we've got some amazing new wonders around the house to prove it. For instance, our refrigerator holds more food and ice cubes. And thanks to our automatic dishwasher, I don't have to dry the dishes anymore after supper. Gives Rover and me more time to enjoy our evening stroll together.
We just finished up Carousel Progress. I didn't film too much because it is a very long attraction. It's an animatronic stage show and it's a rotating theater. So you just follow a typical American family from the turn of the century, like the 1900s until like modern times, quote unquote. And it was super fun. And now we are just getting on the Wedway People Mover in Tomorrowland, and we get to just sit and relax and take it all in. This will bring us through a lot of different areas in Tomorrowland. We'll get an overview and get to see inside of Space Mountain and just some different things. So super exciting. It's such a gorgeous day out here right now. And we're coming up on Cinderella's castle. I didn't think I'd like the 50th anniversary look, but it's starting to grow on me.
Walt Disney's dream for an experimental prototype community of tomorrow. Progress City was the inspiration for Epcot, and many of its forward-thinking ideas have been realized throughout Walt Disney World.
One last stop in Tomorrowland here. We wanted to make sure and see Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. It's a stand-up comedy act by Monsters Incorporated, and I'm super excited for this one.
Hello everyone, I'm Buddy Boyle. I'm one of your jokesters, but I'm not your MC. You know his name. He's round, he's green, and he's got one eye. Shout out his name if you know it.
Mike Wazowski!
It's Mike Wazowski. Any fans of Mike Wazowski, raise your hand if you're a fan. Oh, lots of woos, lots of hands. Thank you. I just completed our mic check. Mike Wazowski! Very good. I'm Mike Wazowski. That's Wazowski with one eye.
Okay, that was super cute. I am such a big fan of Monsters, Inc. and was really, really excited to see the show. Even though we had to squeeze it in very quickly, we were like zooming out the door because we are now over in Frontierland. We actually have a mobile order pickup for 12:30 and it is about 12:27, so we're hustling over. Hi, it's the Country Bears. Hi guys. We have had a crazy busy day. We have done so many attractions and the day is just flying by. We did put in a mobile order this morning because the windows do fill up pretty quickly, so you can't necessarily put in the order when you want to eat. So we selected a 12 to 12:30 window at Pecos Bills. Let me show you what we're eating.
Cheers, remember? I got the chicken.
So Nate got a chicken bowl from Pecos Bills. Looks like it came with salsa. I actually, and sour cream and guacamole. Nice. That's what we get at home. We got a couple waters, or one water. Mine actually, I got the kids meal. It came with the water and a little applesauce here and a little cutie mandarin orange, and then it's just the carnitas bowl. I'm not sure what goes with what, but it looks pretty good. We're gonna dig in. So we just finished up with lunch. It was just okay. I think things are a little different with COVID. I had heard a hack where you can get a kid's meal and there used to be a whole condiment station so you could kind of dress it up a little bit more. I ended up stealing some of Nate's condiments because the kids meal just comes with the rice, the beans, and the meat. And I think it was his meal that came with the sour cream and lettuce and tomato, and then he added guacamole. But mine did come with a mandarin orange and some applesauce and a Dasani water. So all for like, I think it was $7. I don't even remember the price, but it was a pretty good deal. We were glad we ordered early, although this particular restaurant still had mobile ordering availability. We looked at some of them, like the Harbor House, they did not, so they are filling up when it comes to lunchtime. That's the thing about with the parks right now, and not everything is open, so you can't always eat right when you think you want to eat, so it does take a little bit of planning, and we had to hustle over here from Tomorrowland to pick up the food. We got here just in time before our window closed, so we didn't have much of a wait. It's been a really busy morning. The lines aren't too long here. There is still a really long line for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. We thought about rope dropping that, but we didn't make it in time. We were kind of lagging this morning. And it's something that Nate decided he didn't want to ride, so it would be something I'm just riding on my own. If you're wondering, Nate does get seasick, I don't know what you call, motion sick, that's the word, on a lot of the different rides. And he's been a trooper and gone on some that he really wanted to experience, but with things like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, like it's not enough of a wow factor to not be feeling good. It wasn't like Flight of Passage, you know, where he really wanted to have that experience. So, and I don't want to ride without him because this is our trip together, and so we have just been refraining from a lot of the thrill rides, but I can't believe there are still so many attractions to go on if you are not a thrill seeker. Anyway, speaking of attractions to go on, I think we're going to try to hit up Pirates of the Caribbean right now. There's maybe a couple shops on Main Street we want to hit up, just kind of see where the day takes us before we head on over to Epcot. We have the park hopper option, so at 2 o'clock we can transfer to a new park, and we're going to do that. And then of course have a dinner reservation in Epcot at the Napoli tonight, which I'm so excited about. That's kind of why I got the kids meal too, because I really do not want to be full to experience that pizza at the Napoli. I wanted to have a lot of room left. So we're gonna take off here and I think go ride some attractions and see what adventures are out there for us.
Where be Captain Jack Sparrow? Speak up! Or may you fancy a swim with Davy Jones?
Tell you fellow, don't be cheating.
You want an egglet? Not yes, Davy Lee. Golden egg.
Oh, quit your clucking. The gentlemen want the rum. Don't you, boys?
To see the look on Captain Jack Sparrow's face when he hears tell 'tis only me what's got the goods.
So we just got done with Pirates of the Caribbean, the attraction, and here is Captain Jack Sparrow himself. He's just hanging out, just like posing for pictures. So we just finished a, what was it, orange and vanilla Dole Whip from Sunshine Tree Terrace. It was absolutely delicious. And then we came down to Main Street and we just talked to a cast member who said that the Philharmonic Marching Band will be coming through in just a few minutes, followed by the Fantasy Cavalcade, followed by Princesses. So we ended up in a really, really good spot. We're just outside Casey's Corner. Gonna wait for everybody to come by on our last day in Magic Kingdom and catch some of those characters. I'm so excited. And Aladdin! Oh my gosh, I've never seen Aladdin before. Aladdin! Hi, Merida! Oh, there's Tiana and Belle. Oh, Rapunzel's over there. I wish she would turn around. That was so amazing that we got to see all the cavalcades come through, and now we're leaving and Winnie the Pooh and friends are here to see us off. It is sad that it is time to go, but we need to be heading over to Epcot. So one form of transportation we've not yet taken is the monorail. So we are going to take the monorail from the Magic Kingdom to the Ticket and Transportation Center, and then from there we will transfer to the monorail that will take us over to Epcot. Well, we're just waiting for our transfer, and a second person of the day has figured out Nate's shirt. You weren't sure when you put it on if people were going to figure it out. Do you want to explain what it is?
It's duck, duck, gray duck.
Gray duck. Gray duck's a Minnesota thing.
Yep. There are no gooses. Duck, duck, gray duck.
No gooses.
Nope.
Not geese.
No gooses.
No gooses.
So after a touchdown from the Vikings, I think it was last year, maybe the year before, they did kind of a thing with duck, duck, gray duck. It was like a national controversy because most people say duck, duck, goose, but in Minnesota it's duck, duck, gray duck.
So basically it's a Minnesota Vikings football thing. So if you don't follow football, I don't either, but that's what the shirt means. And he's had 2 people stop him and say something about it today, which is kind of cool. Okay, we made it over to Epcot and we are heading into Journey into Imagination with Figment. We tried to go the other day and it was actually closed down, so I have a little mixed feelings about this ride. I distinctly remember the skunk smell at the end is so disgusting, so I'm not sure I'm excited for this.
Open house. I'm Dr. Nigel Channing, Chairman of the Imagination Institute. Hello. On your tour, you'll see how the 5 human senses can help capture your imagination.
Oh, can I go too?
Absolutely not. This is one of our discoveries, the figment of imagination.
Yeah, I know all about the senses. There's sight, sound, smell, touch, coochie-coochie-coo, and taste. Taste like chicken.
Let's begin by using the eye chart to test your vision. Now, all together, if you would please read line 3 and hit.
With FIGMGMT, you can see things differently.
Our research shows that smells often trigger the imagination, especially when pleasant, familiar smells come into play.
Come into play? I'd love to.
Figment, this is not a good time.
It's always a good time to use your imagination, so let the good times roll. Woohoo! You win 1 cent.
Figment, don't.
Of course, Doc. The nose knows. What awful weather can send you reeling. What lovely sniff can be appealing.
Okay, yep, that was just as terrible as I remembered it. That smell is nasty. I don't know if the ride's worth it because of that. So attached to the Figment attraction is the Imagination Lab. So we might hang out here a little bit, just kind of wander around Epcot a little bit. We've got about 2.5 hours before our dinner reservation at Napoli. So just gonna see what we find. So one place I definitely wanted to come back to was the Norway Pavilion because we didn't get to go in the Stave Church before. It's really small in here, but a lot of unique things. We were gonna try to go on Frozen Ever After, but the wait is just too long. So we're gonna see what other things we can find in Norway. Well, look at the line. We are heading into the Kringla Bakery. It's so cute in here. I love this style. We are about an hour and a half away from our dinner reservation, but we wanted a little snack, so we're gonna try school bread from Kringla Bakery in Norway. They put a little Olaf on it now. That's so cute. So school bread is such a thing. We've been hearing about it forever. They also even serve lefse in here. I don't know if we need a fork or not, but I'm excited to try this. Oh my gosh, this is so good. It's like coconut custard on just like a drier bread, and it's really yummy. I'm excited that we got a little to-go container with it so we can enjoy more of it at our hotel tonight, because I could eat the whole thing, but I want to be hungry for a yummy dinner at Napoli in like an hour or so.
We made it over to Italy. It's just super cute back here.
I don't think you can.
And here's where we're having dinner, via Napoli.
So we're here at Napoli. I am so excited. Full disclosure, we ate all the school bread. I didn't mean to, it just kind of happened. But on the plus side, I think I'm still hungry enough to eat a lot of pizza, so I'm not really worried about it. We're getting like a half and half, half margarita, half quattro formaggio. I really pronounced that wrong, I'm sure, but I'm super excited to try this. So hungry, so excited for pizza right now. This place is so cool. We just got these. I didn't realize it was this brand that we've had before, but we're trying it here. This is an orange one, and Nate got, I don't know what yours is, like a lemonade one, limonada.
So while we are waiting for our food, I wanted to walk up and show you the ovens that they use here. So via Napoli is traditional Neapolitan pizza, which I think means it's from Naples. So it's super authentic. The flour and tomatoes are imported from southern Italy, and then even that the water they use to make the dough is sourced from a spring that's similar to the region in Italy where this pizza was like originated. So it's amazingly authentic, and it's all cooked in these wood fire ovens, and our server told us they've reached up to 700 degrees. So there are 3 ovens, and they're named after just the 3 famous volcanoes in Italy: Etna, Vesuvius, and Stromboli.
So our pizza just came, half margarita, half quattro formaggio. Whoa, we lost some toppings. And then we asked for Parmesan and crushed red pepper, and they brought that. How's the pizza, Nate?
Very good.
Can't wait to dig in. So excited for this.
Oh my gosh, dinner was amazing, and we definitely need to walk it off a little bit. We did not spend any time yet on this trip in the America Pavilion, so we're going to wander around, explore this and maybe some of the different places in the International Showcase, and walk off a good dinner.
I'm a hot mess again. Crazy hair. Back at the hotel. It is, what time is it, honey? 9:15, and we've been busy. First, that dinner at Via Napoli was absolutely amazing. Like, best pizza ever. 2 thumbs up, highly recommend. Oh my gosh, it was just phenomenal. The day, again, was great from start to finish. And after we finished up dinner, we walked around World Showcase, but I gotta say, it's getting crowded over there. Like, we were there on Tuesday night and we were just kind of wandering and it was great. And tonight it felt like you were part of a mob. So knowing that when it was a quiet evening, it took us 30 minutes to get back to our resort on the Skyliner, and then seeing the mob of crowds, we were maybe going to hang around for Epcot Forever, the fireworks. And we just decided that it was going to be too crazy and get to be too late of night. So we did wander around a little bit. We spent a bit of time in the American Pavilion, and they have like a whole show and everything back there. And the show's a little crazy. If you've seen it, drop me a comment below and let me know what you think. But anyway, it was nice and cool and relaxing, and certain people I was with may have fallen asleep, but I'm not going to name names. And then we went over to the France Pavilion, and super excited by our genius idea, we picked up a couple pastries in the bakery back in the France Pavilion. We got like a chocolate chip brioche and a chocolate croissant, or pain au chocolat, to share for breakfast tomorrow, because we knew we were getting up and getting on the cruise ship, and the breakfast over at our resort wasn't great. And the one thing about this trip that's been kind of sad is that we're here for such a short time and we want to eat all of the food and you just can't. Like, we just don't have appetite to eat all the food that we would want to eat. It's a weird problem to have, that we're sad that we can't eat more food. I feel like we're gonna get to that point at some point as a society, like in the Capitol on the Hunger Games, where they have the little cordial to like make themselves sick so that they can eat more. Like, I legit saw the purpose for that today. Anyway, I'm a little loopy. I'm tired. This morning started out with a, I don't know if I can do this attitude, but I did it. We did it, I should say. It was a great day. It was so much fun in Magic Kingdom. I can't believe we saw the princesses. I was so waiting to see the princesses, even though Rapunzel was on the other side. It was all cool. And the fairy godmother didn't wave back to me, but it's all cool. It's all cool. We saw them. And all the Winnie the Pooh characters. I mean, we've just had such a great trip, and this day has been no different. It was just such a great day from start to finish. So we came back to our resort to do a few things tonight. We actually went over to pay our bill because we had a Disney gift card. And here is a tip that I will give if you're not aware. If you are a Target Red Card holder, you get 5% off your purchase, and that includes gift cards. And they sell Disney gift cards at Target. So this is how we paid for our trip. We got a discount. Firstly, advice, never pay full price for a trip. There's always offers out there. So we got a great offer on our cruise. We got a great offer on our hotel room. I think we got 2 free days in the park plus a discount on our resort stay. And it was booked like a really long time ago. But we also went and bought all of our gift cards at Target and then made our payments online. So we were always saving 5% that way. So we took the last of the gift card over because we did get one just to guesstimate spending, and we weren't too far off. I mean, we paid a little bit extra in cash, but mostly just paid with the gift card. So we got that taken care of tonight. It was kind of funny when we were there. You can see my little button, happily ever after. The gentleman that was checking us out insisted on giving us buttons, even though it's the last day of our stay. Apparently, because we made this reservation, we were supposed to be here in January of 2021, and it says that it's our anniversary because it would have been our anniversary, but it stayed on the reservation. So we're like, it's not anymore. And they're like, you can still celebrate it, take a button. So we have, and then they were like, I can't believe nobody gave you one earlier. You could have been wearing them all week. And we're like, oh, okay, we're fine. But it is kind of cute. It's kind of a neat souvenir. I didn't realize that they would give them out at the resort. And of course we did check in through the phone, so we just came right to our room, so we really didn't check in at the front desk or anything. But we knew that there were buttons. We just didn't think of what button we would need, nor would I have wanted to wait in line at guest services, which is where I thought you got them, but they said any location would have given them to us. So anyway, fun fact. So we came back to the room, and then we had, well, 2 things. Firstly, no bounce back offer, which we were hoping to have, and we checked in with the front desk, and they are not doing bounce back offers anymore. They didn't really give us an indication if they'd come back, but they're not happening now. So
that was kind of a bummer because there's so many things that we did not get a chance to do / eat on this trip that we were definitely wanting to book again, but they're not doing those offers right now. And then secondly, we came back and we did have our cruise itinerary here. So we do board Disney transportation at Old Port Royal, which is the main lobby at the Caribbean Beach Resort, and they are going to take us to Port Canaveral. So that should be an interesting day. It should be a process. We will have to get a COVID test before we get on the ship, is my understanding, but our letter didn't really say anything about getting the test. It just kind of reminded us what documents we needed and told us to keep an eye out in our email because sometime tonight or early in the morning, we are going to get a questionnaire to talk about, I suppose, COVID exposures, kind of like the standard thing. But what was really interesting, I knew the cruise ships or the cruise transportation was leaving earlier from the resorts, and it is at 8:45 is when our pickup is at Caribbean Beach, but I heard they are starting at 7:30, so we are definitely not the first stop on the route because they'll go to all the resorts and pick everybody up to take to Port Canaveral. And also we were kind of talking about, well, how are we going to get our luggage over there? And we're thinking, oh, we'll have to wait for the internal shuttle and go through this whole thing. We just have to have our bags packed and sitting in our room at 7 a.m. and then we can leave. They will come and get our bags and we don't need to be here for it. So I don't know how tomorrow's going to play out. Quite honestly, we put in one more load of laundry just because our clothes are so disgusting and sweaty. I can't fathom putting that in my suitcase anywhere near clean clothing. So it's not for everybody, but I've enjoyed being able to do laundry on this trip. It's like one building over from us, so it's super convenient. So we're actually just waiting for that to dry, and then we will need to maybe start packing up tonight and do a little bit more in the morning, but we need to be all packed by 7 a.m. to have our luggage picked up and go on the cruise ship. So it's going to be another early morning, but I think tomorrow will be a more relaxing day because, I mean, the walking in the parks, obviously it's going to be. Anyway, I'm rambling. I am tired. I'm going to sign off on this vlog. I hope you have enjoyed watching and following along on our last day in Disney World in the Disney parks. If you did like the video, please click that thumbs up button below and also subscribe to the channel if you want to see some more Disney content coming because we still have 3 days on a cruise ship coming your way. So with that, I'm going to sign off. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you next time.